Sarah with UT Extension here to talk to you a little bit about farm safety. Today we're going to talk about sharing the roadway with tractors and farm machinery, and now's the perfect time to do that because we are in the height of the spring and summer planting and harvest season, harvesting hay, of course, and then this will continue on into the fall as we see harvest season for our row crops as well. And June is safety month, so we thought that was the perfect time to do it. And we just wanted to share with you a couple of tips to make sure that you're sharing the road safely with those farmers to make sure that everybody gets home safe. That's our ultimate goal. We want to make sure everybody makes it home to their family each night. Okay? So the first thing we're going to talk about is some of the signals that farmers will share with you when they're out on the roadway. And the first looks a little bit like this. Okay? This is an SMV signal, or slow moving vehicle. This is the universal sign to motorists that this vehicle cannot go at our normal speeds that we see in passenger vehicles. We see a lot of farm machinery that goes 15, 20, maximum of like 25, 30 miles an hour. So this is your universal sign that this vehicle cannot go the same speed that your car or truck can. Okay, so you'll see this on all sorts of farm machinery. Some of them will be new and shiny like this one. Some of them will be a little bit rusty, maybe a little bit dirty if they've just come out of the hayfield and that kind of thing. But it's the universal sign that, hey, the piece of equipment in front of me can't go the same speed I can. Okay, the next thing, most farmers will be running all sorts of hazard lights and headlights on their tractors. So some of our newer tractors have turn signals and lots of flashing lights and extra lights to draw attention to them, but some of our older tractors just have those hazard lights out on each fender. And most of the time our farmers will turn all of those lights on because they know that they move slower than most of the traffic on the roadways, and they want to draw attention to themselves so that you all see them before it becomes too late. Okay? So they'll have all their lights turned on most of the time. The other thing is, like I said, some of our newer tractors have turn signals, but a lot of our older ones do not. And so you'll see farmers a lot of time, they'll signal with their arms. Okay? So it's important to know what those signals mean. If you are following a tractor from behind and you see a person with their arm out on the right hand side, that's an indicator that that tractor is about to turn right. Okay? They have their arm up like this. That's an indicator that they're about to turn left. Okay? I always think of it as left means I'm about to go over my head towards the left. Okay? Some farmers don't use those types of signals and they'll just point with their arms where they're going. Just pay attention to that, okay? And this would be my utmost caution to you. If you're not sure what this means, just wait. Follow along behind them at a slow pace. Give them a chance to do what they're about to do, and don't surprise them, okay? Second thing, probably the most important thing I'm going to say in this video, slow down. I beg of you, please slow down. A lot of our farm machinery and equipment will only go a maximum of 20-25 miles an hour. Maximum. They cannot go 40 and 50 miles an hour. They can't run the speed limit. Okay? Their engines are not geared to do that. A lot of times you'll see them moving slower because of whatever they're pulling or the load that they have, because for their safety and your safety, it's imperative that they go slower. Now, total honesty here. I have a lead foot. I like to drive fast. You will not see me driving fast around a piece of farm machinery. Okay? Slow down. I would argue that there's absolutely nowhere you're going, nothing you're going to do, or anything short of going to the hospital that will slow you down and take any more time than if you just slow down, follow behind that piece of farm machinery until it's safe to pass them. You don't want to be the reason that that farmer or yourself or your loved one doesn't make it home at night. Okay? A lot of times, number 3, a lot of times our farmers will have what we call lead or follow cars. So this will be friends or family members who are in a passenger vehicle, either in front of, behind them, or sometimes both. And that's to help flag you down as well. A lot of times we do this, especially out front, if we have oversized loads. Okay, so quick story time. We have a 9-foot hay bine on our farm, and our 9-foot hay bine is wider than a typical lane on a 2-lane state highway, and especially wider than the lanes on our county road. Sometimes we take up the whole road. So anytime we have to move that between farms, we always send a lead car out So when you see someone on the roadway, especially on a 2-lane roadway, and they're waving their arm out the window and they're trying to flag you down, stop, slow down, see what they're doing, because they're probably trying to tell you that there's something big coming, okay? And they're trying to make sure that their loved one gets home safely and that you don't have a problem as well. So make sure that when someone's trying to flag you down, stop and see what they have to say, because it could work to everyone's benefit. The other thing I'll point out there, sometimes with those pieces of equipment, they are big. They are huge. You think about a big baler pulling behind a tractor, that farmer can't see behind them. They don't know that you're back there sometimes, okay? They probably assume that they are, because we always assume there's someone behind us, especially if we can't see. But they may not know that you're back there. Don't surprise them, okay? Which leads right into my 4th point, which is only pass when it's safe, clear, and legal. Safe, clear, and legal, okay? Just because it's legal doesn't mean it's safe. Okay, I've seen many times where passenger vehicles will pass tractors on blind hills when they can't see what's coming. I've seen them pass them in blind curves. I've seen them pass them with too short of an interval between oncoming traffic. Please help make sure our farmers and all of our people not in farm machinery on the roadways make it home safe, okay? Again, wherever you're going, whatever you're doing, I know you might be in a hurry, but I can promise you having a wreck will make you delayed even more. Okay? A lot of times our farmers will wave you past when they get to a place where it's clear and they can see that it's safe for you to pass them. They'll wave you on through. Wait until then. Don't surprise them. Or a lot of times if there's a parking lot or a wide spot on the side of the road, they'll pull off to the side and let traffic go past. Just be courteous and cautious to them as well. My last and 5th point, and this is more of a challenge. Be a part of the solution. When you see farmers on the roadway in their equipment pulling their machinery, slow down, turn your flashers on, follow along behind them. Help them get home safely. Don't be a part of the problem. Be a part of the solution. So just a reminder, June is Safety Month, so make sure that you're practicing safety all month long and especially the whole year through. And this was just some quick tips about how you can share the roadway with farmers and farm equipment to make sure everyone gets home safe. If you've got questions or you want to know more, feel free to reach out to your local extension office. And drive safe, y'all. Please share this so everyone gets the word.